Hello, welcome to my channel. Welcome back, viewers of Big Sky on ABC. Today, I just wanted to go over some theories. Now, I am reacting to your theories that you guys left in the comments. I have my own theories. I have my own speculations as to what could happen next, but I'm going to react to your theories first and then share my thoughts at the very end. This is just, what do we think is going to happen? Because the next episode does not come out until January 26th. That's literally a month and 3 days from now from when I'm recording this. So let's just fill our time if you're interested in speculating what will happen next, what can happen next, what would make sense. And I even want to throw in at the end my opinion on how they might, I want to speculate on how they might incorporate more Indigenous characters into the show. Now, first, let me get to my first theory that someone left. I asked what's going to happen with Cassie and the kidnap gang, because we all know that Cassie shot Legarsky in the head. This is Shanika Russell. Shanika Russell said, I kind of feel like Ronald will walk in on Cassie and the girls as she's trying to untie them. Hell, he could take her captive too. Who knows? Mind you, I've never read the book, so this could all be a reach. Who has read the book? Like, I haven't read it either. Don't mind my jingle bells. I think that that's a pretty good theory. I think that if Ronald comes in, I think that's a really good theory. If Ronald comes in, what is she going to do? I mean, he has his taser, but she has a gun, and she's already used it one time. So, also, Ronald, oh, let me not get my own theory. Let me not do my own theory. Okay. This person this is underneath a comment I left on my last video, or my second to last video. She's Chev Mighty. I don't know how to pronounce her name, but Chev Mighty says, I think the other sex traffickers will get there before the cops, take the girls, and frame it to look like Cassie killed Legarsky cold-blooded for no reason. They already think she's stalking him. Another note, that lady who is Legarsky's boss looks suspicious. I don't think he is the only state trooper involved. That would make sense, because it doesn't really make sense that he's doing all this stuff and no one is noticing. Like, someone had to notice, and whoever noticed is probably in on it. So, Chev, I kind of agree with you there. I replied to you and I said, ooh, I hope not. I know, I hope not too. Okay, Zeke M said, my theory is there's going to focus on the sex traffickers and the weird quirky vibe like Twin Peaks. I would love that. I love Twin Peaks. If we could like bump up the atmosphere of this show to be as surreal and quirky and interesting as Twin Peaks, I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind the sudden shift in tone. Then we go back and forth talking about Twin Peaks for a while. This person replies to Chev, and they say that makes sense. And for certain, he's not the only state trooper involved. I said that too. As for Twin Peaks, David E. Kelly, David Lynch, what's the difference? Kidding. And wasn't there supposed to be a Twin Peaks reboot? They already did that. And it had Amanda Seyfried, I know that much, and that redhead guy named Caleb. I forget his last name. This person also said, for me, the vibes of this show reminds me of the Kurt Russell movie Breakdown. With the constant... Did I not reply to this person? I think it's because they replied to Chev. I didn't see this before. With the constant themes of corrupt state troopers, truckers, alienation in roadside diners, vacation journeys interrupted by kidnap and murder, all taking place in an extraneous environment and headed by a kindly sociopath with a normally family life and otherwise positive town profile, there are definitely some parallels there. That's kind of that person, was it him? Lark Fedafaro? That was kind of them assessing the vibe. That wasn't really as much a theory. Here's another theory, though. Okay. The traffickers will get there before the cops will, because half of those cops, including Tubbs, are probably either known about it or in on it, or maybe are getting some sort of kickback for not saying anything or doing anything. Hold on, I'm trying to click read more, and it keeps trying to make me reply. Okay. And maybe getting some kind of kickback. As Rick said, this was not the first time a young female disappeared. Depending on how many traffickers there are, it could go a few ways. Cassie could be taken along with the girls, or she could shoot one of them in the leg to immobilize them. If she gets one girl untied, it should be Grace. The other girls need to be like, untie Grace first. Even though Grace is injured, but she's like walking around. She barely has a limp. Like, come on, guys. The other two are probably not going to be much help in a fight. If Ronald shows up, they better watch out for the taser. Otherwise, it's off to Canada for the four of them. I don't know. I don't think this is from Donna Deckelman. And that was her theory. I like that, Donna. I love that. I love her comment. Uh, they're not going to be much help in a fight. Yeah, that's a pretty good theory that the other two aren't going to be great in a fight. Well, you know what? Jerry is kind of rough and tumble because she kind of is like streetwise and she works, works in public relations, in public servicing, So I don't know. She might be a little bit more street savvy than Danielle. I don't think so. Okay. So anyway, my theory. Now those are all my theories. Y'all didn't leave a lot of theories. I asked several people what their theories were, and they're like, I don't know. My theories were, are the traffickers going to get there first? Is Ronald going to get there? Piece of fuzz flying in front of my face. Is Ronald going to get there first? Where is Jenny, by the way? I forget where Jenny is at this point. Jenny is on her way. Jenny could get there first. Who knows? I mean, is the killing of Legarsky going to be a big deal? That's what I want to know. That's what I'm curious about. But my theory is, I don't think that the sex traffickers, well, they kind of have to make some of the traffickers show up right before or right at the same time as like Jenny or either the Jenny or the police, because they have to introduce a new villain now that Legarsky is dead. And I feel like they're trying to flip Ronald. Like, if you notice, I feel like they're trying to flip Ronald to kind of having a romance with Jerry and kind of giving like some insight into like this idea that he's kind of more than meets the eye kind of guy. I feel like they're trying to flip him and make him more of an anti-hero than just a like pure villain. I don't know. That's just my theory on Ronald. Legarsky, I can't believe she shot him dead like that. Maybe it didn't kill him, because you can get shot in the head and not die. It went through his forehead, and someone made a comment about this, that he was still talking after he was shot. It could have grazed him, and he could have just be passed out. I really don't know. But if they leave him sitting there, there's like a FedEx truck outside. I'm so distracted. If they leave him sitting there long enough, he was going to bleed out anyway. I don't know how. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I do wonder if we're ever going to see Jerry's parents. I'm interested in that. And I think that they are going to, if the cops get there before either Jenny or the traffickers, I think they need to send in, and I think they're probably going to send in the character, oh my gosh, I forgot her name already. The character who is played by the Native American actress. And I think that they're going to try to include her more into the plot. So I think that she's going to get there. Now, whether she's going to be in on it or not, that's a good question. But they're saying in interviews that she is like one of those like of the people type of police officers. Like, she's trying to be of the people, serve the local community, and she should be kind of be out there looking out for other Native American girls. Yes or no? You see what I'm saying? So I think that's my theory at this point in the game. I think that Jenny and the traffickers are probably going to get there around the same time. They're going to have to contend with that. And then I think that the police are going to get there, and the police officer that's going to get the most attention, I think her name is Carol. No, something Taylor. Captain Taylor. Oh my gosh, I can't remember. I should have looked at it before I started filming. Too late. Too late. But that's my theory. Happy holidays if you celebrate. Jingle your bell. Are you ready to jingle your bells? Anyway. Anyway, that's all my theories. That's all y'all's theories. We'll get back here. I'll see you on January 27th, I guess, Big Sky viewers. Peace. And Happy New Year. See you next year. Well, yeah, see you next year.